It was 7 years ago when I had the inescapable ideal of climbing this enormous apple tree. It was a tree that I had noticed on my journey for months. It was a tree whose leaves would wave at me while I traveled on my familiar routes. During my passing, this tree's engaging fruity smell would take flight in the wind and capture my attention with the sweetest aroma my nose ever had the pleasure of experiencing. I was seduced by this soft howling of the wind that whispered, "Come here, young fellow, come here." My mind escaped my body, which pleaded for my lips to answer this call. This invitation to climb masturbated my heart while penetrating my soul. I longed to touch its ant-infested bark. So I got out of my car, jumped a privacy fence, and commenced to climb. And with each step, the bark yelled, "Yes, yes, yes." I reached out for the reddest of the red, and falling to the ground with this prize in my hand, my teeth raped the skin of this wooden offspring. It was the sweetest apple I had ever tasted, and for once in my life, I thought I was in heaven. I fell to the ground and licked the residue from my hands. At last, I had found a nutritious supplement that would keep me emotionally filled for the rest of my days. My apple-induced coma was interrupted by fruit pickers from across the field. "Hey you, stop eating my pears. Stop it, I say." Their voices approached as I rose in protest. "This is an apple. How dare you insult the beauty of this fruit by lowering its properties to that of a dirty pear? How dare you, sir?" I grabbed a handful of apples and ran quickly to my car and drove away in haste. How could anyone confuse this apple for a pear? This is the most ridiculous thing I had ever heard. There should be a crime against folks who don't know the beauty and the value of an apple. I would take these babies home, put them in jars, and save them until one day the world will appreciate its beauty. It will be on that day of reconciliation that I will present them to everyone's envy. Earlier this week, I went to the cabinet and opened up a fresh jar of pears and threw them in the trash. The moral of the story is, sometimes the battle would be won a lot sooner if we would admit what others already have known. Happy divorce.